This is Gadget Stop 321, and today I seem to have a fine nibbed fountain pen that has some paper fibers caught between the tines. Now, this has happened before in my E95S, which is also a fine nib fountain pen, but the E95S had tines that didn't completely come together. So I flossed it with some aluminum foil, and it got the paper fibers out. It was a little clump of paper fibers, and now it writes just fine. But my Sailor Pro Gear Slim has a nib that the tines come together slightly at the end. And I'm a little concerned that aluminum foil tears easier, I believe, than a brass sheet, so I don't want to tear off a piece of aluminum foil and have it wedged in between the tines. So I'm just going to test that today and see how well aluminum foil works, how sturdy it is with a nib with the tines tighter together. Let me see. I'm going to get a smaller piece. And I'm not going to double it over. I'm just going to take a nice clean corner, and I'm going to start at the breather hole. And it's loose up here, but then as you get farther down, it's tighter. It didn't tear it. There's ink on it, but I don't see a little clump of fibers. I'm going to try it one more time. I don't know. I'm going to try this bigger one, try a different corner. Okay. Oh, that one's already torn. I better stick with this. On this one, the corner, look, is already torn. And this rough edge right here, I think it's going to be more likely to tear. Okay, that's still in good shape. I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, that went down nice and smoothly. Didn't seem to catch. I'm still not seeing any clump of paper fibers. But all it takes is one tiny fiber that you wouldn't even be able to see, wouldn't be visible to the naked eye. Now, I need to get the ink back flowing. I've had the lid off a little bit. Yeah, it looks like. Of course, this could be what is getting the paper fibers in my tine to begin with, using a paper towel to get my ink started. We'll see. I'm going to pause maybe for a minute. I don't know. Hold on. There we go. This ink is coming from a cartridge, not a bottle. I don't have a bottle of black ink, or I would dip it in the bottle. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably getting paper fibers back in the tines as I do this. Let's test it on just a plain piece of paper. Now, when I'm writing on Tomoe River paper, it's much smoother than this. This is just really cheap, not very high grade notebook paper. It's not bleeding through though. A few of the inks are. Well, no, as I'm looking at it in the camera, I'm getting a better look. It is. So this is really cheap paper. This is probably not the best paper to be writing on with a fine nib pen, because it will pick up those fibers. You hear a lot of people saying, you know, fine nibs are better for writing on cheap paper because you're not putting down as much ink, you're less likely to bleed through. But the downside is these fine nibs, these really sharp fine nibs, are going to be more likely to pick up paper fibers, especially these side-to-side strokes. So if you write with fine nibs, it would probably be best to go ahead and invest in some brass sheets. You can get brass sheets at Goulet Pens, but I wouldn't just buy them, order them in an order all their own, because I think they cost about $4 and the shipping's $4. So if you're ordering something anyway, maybe throw in an order of brass sheets. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. Let me see. I want to... Well, I guess... I'm probably just having these hard starts from having the lid off and not writing. That's looking a lot better. Alright, I'm going to quit writing on this lousy paper before I get my nib back dirty. Alright, if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.